cherished viewers. Welcome to the NSMP Review Show. Into the quarterfinals of the NSMQ 2022. Good evening, cherished viewers. Welcome to the NSMQ 2022.
Review show.
I beg you, restart. I beg you. The laughter was... the second into the quarterfinals of the NSMQ 2022. Good evening, cherished viewers. Welcome to the NSMQ Review Show. My name is Isaac Kwejokrain, your host. For today's review, I have with me Dr. Iraija Intiamwa, who is an NSMQ enthusiast. I also have Stephen Nimo, who is with the Health and Review Show at Prime Time. I have Henry Otumfo, who is a former contestant of PRESEC. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Let me remind you that the 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absobank and supported by GOL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Etel Tigo, GNPC, Dano Milk, Newmont Ghana, Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine, Zipline, Studio HD, and YFM. This is a primetime production, let the saints say. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Let me start with you, Dr. Uraija. How has the program been for you today?
Well, the program, um, it has been as expected because from my predictions from the quarterfinal ballot, I was expecting St. James Seminary to win, and I was expecting Kumasi High School to win, and Presbyterian Boys League One. But for the last contest, I was expecting the round one to be very close. During the speed race, I know
The
speed
last
race,
contest today.
Yes, the speed race is for the big boys, and Pope John's Minor Seminary and
Accra.
Accra Academy wouldn't come close. But little did I know that they will be giving out their maths questions and some biology questions for Presbyterian boys to feed on. But all the same, it was a masterful performance from Presbyterian boys, and they showed their usual style that they are in to win. They are seventh. As they say, they are
They're
seven.
serving the living God.
Well, we live to see.
Sure. Wait, Stephen Nimo, how's the program been for you today?
Oh,
Are you with the Seven the Living God guys?
I
you're-
don't think so. I don't think I'm with them. But
So where are you?
Where are you?
we
the
shall
way,
see
the way
later.
you are,
We
you are
shall
down
see
today.
later. We shall see later.
Let's see.
So we've had interesting contests today, actually. Not a lot of surprises. There wasn't even any surprise. The contest, I heard from the Twitter spaces that Mr. Stephen Yankee was saying these contests are open contests, anyone can win, but we all knew the winners.
Are
going
you
forward into
really
these
sure?
contests.
People
So,
were
yes.
calling this contest the final contest.
I always tell
because.
I always tell Maxwell there's no final before the finals.
Oh, right. Okay, Otumfuo, let's hear you. How's the program been for you today?
Today has been very exciting, and the contests for today have been very interesting, starting from contest 1 down to the last. But the most interesting one, I'll say the last contest. I'll say it was very interesting because I didn't really expect that much of a gap between Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, Pope John's, and Accra Academy.
Say my school.
Okay, my
Be
school.
proud of your boys.
I am very proud of them. Yeah, so it was a little surprising, straight from the round one. It was after the problem the day where it became a little obvious that Presbyterian boys have been the ones to qualify to the semi-final stage. Yeah, so today has been a very interesting day.
Okay, Dr. Iraija, we had 3 contests today. Which one of the contests was yours? Like, was the most, thrilling for you?
I think I like the second contest.
The second contest.
It was a very nice show. While everyone thought the contest was between Bishop Herman and Kumasi High, St. Francis Xavier was on the other side answering their part of the questions. And
Just like Abetifi Presby did.
just like Presbyterian
SHS.
Ebri,
Every
Yes.
PRESEC, yes.
they were there answering their part of their
Yes.
questions.
Chi,
Whilst
chi, chi.
others were giving the questions out. And it was a good performance from Kumasi High School. Actually, they've improved. I've been watching them from their trials through the regional qualifications and the championship where they beat Opoku High School.
Sure.
And I think that winner was a turning point for them because now they have a very high confidence that they can match everyone boot for boot.
Sure.
Just like Osetutu beating Prempe has also given them that booster that they can match everyone they meet. But when they meet, they'll tell you, oh, ask why I beat you. So how much more
History.
you?
Yes, sure.
So I'm just looking forward to the semi-final contest.
All right. Stephen,
Okay.
which one of the schools impressed you today?
I'd say Kumasi High School.
Kumasi High.
Yes.
Okay.
It would have been PRESEC if Accra and PJ had like
But you
full
can't take
fights,
their
but-
credit away from them.
Oh, this one we can take from them. Because they didn't do
Against.
anything. They didn't do anything.
We need to see
Agenda failed.
Agenda. We need to see tomorrow.
It's Kumasi High School because Kumasi High School actually punished St. Francis Xavier and Bishop Herman College for some mistakes they were making or some mistakes they made in their previous contest. If you take Bishop Herman College, in all their contests from the from the prelims to the 1/8, they don't really do well in the round one. But in the speed race, they're able to catch up with the leading school or even pass the leading school like with a very huge margin.
Yeah.
So because of that, when they don't do well in the round one, it doesn't really bother them because they know they have the speed. Just with their 1/8 contest against Kumasi Academy, at the end of round one, Kumasi Academy had 18, they had 9. And after the speed race, they had 20, and Kumasi Academy had 19 or 18. So they trusted their speed that much. But as the competition surges forward, at the quarterfinals, if you bring this to the quarterfinals, you get punished for it. So at the round one, as usual, 9 points against 28. And they thought they could make it up for the speed race. But Kumasi High School has actually improved on their speed race. From the trials in the Ashanti region to the regional championship, Kumasi High School has always come first at the end of round one. They barely get questions wrong in round one, but their speed race was...
We'll go into the contest, so you hold your fire.
Okay. It was a little shaky, but now they've been able to work on it, and I think they will do better in the
Otunfo,
semi-finals.
Which one of the schools impressed you today?
Honestly, I would say St. James Seminary.
St. James Seminary, the pride of the bonus.
Yeah. To be particular,
Okay.
ARAM.
ARAM.
I've honestly not seen any contestants with so much composure as compared to ARAM. Because in the first,
and the way he speaks. Big time.
starting straight from the St. Peter's contest, when they took, I think St. Peter's took the first radar on the first clue. Is under normal circumstances, I think a contestant will be why shit, like
Yeah, sure.
but he's still himself, like he's still there.
Even
Like,
when the quiz mistress was taking a point from them, she gave them a point.
Exactly.
I was like,
yes, exactly. I've not seen anyone compose like him before, and he showed the same thing in today's contest. The scores were very close, and I think it was the true or false where the other schools had some of them wrong, so the gap began to grow, and the Rebels, they finally took their chances and they came out victorious. So I'm really impressed. I'll say you should keep it up.
You have mentioned St. James Seminary.
Yeah.
I want you to tell us why they've not performed in the NSMQ so far.
St. James Seminary.
Yes.
For that question, I can't really tell.
You know what? I want to know what they are doing right this time.
What they are doing right this time. I think the composure on stage is really helping them. And it looks like the boys have really put much work into it this time. I don't really know for past years, but for this year, you can see that the boys are really in for the win. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Doc, let's go into the contest proper. Ghana SHS, Koforidua SHS, St. James Seminary. Take us deeper into this contest. What happened?
Today, as Otunfo was saying, ARAM's composure. And at a point, he answered this biology question. I was watching it from home, and I was expecting him to get that bolus. But he said it will coil it in a very nice shape. And he was laughing. And I was like, how can you be laughing at as early as the second question in the contest? And he had a point, and he didn't worry. So about what you're asking Otunfo, I feel now the St. James O students are fed up about we saying they don't do an NSMQ, but we meet them in the university, and they are very brilliant.
Very good.
They come
so
with very good grades from the West African exams.
Sure.
And this time I feel they are saying enough is enough. let's match these people. We can match them. So I feel that's the confidence the boys are coming in with this year. That we have the same standard with St. Peter's Presbyterian boys, so we can do what they can do.
Sure.
But in the contest, I felt KSTS coming in with Form 2 people. For Form 2s, the show ends at 1A stage.
Just like a cracker.
Oh, it ends at 1A stage. Yes, it ends at 1A stage. So,
Okay, Stephen, let me hold your fire. Stephen, Ghana SHS Koforidua, St. James Seminary, Kumasi Sectech School.
Apart from the fact that you all knew St. James was going to win this contest.
Are you sure?
Oh, yes.
I saw so many people, especially the Kumasi caucus.
no, it was never open.
Really?
It was never
Sectech.
open.
Okay.
For me, I knew St. James was going to win this contest because I feel they've already proved a point. Even if they had exit today, they'll go home like bragging that, oh, we kicked
We are
St. Peter's
seeded.
out. St. Peter's, one of the schools with most hype this year, we kicked them out and all. But they are done proving the point, and they have nothing to prove to anyone again. So with Ariam's composure, it's very difficult for a contestant to have like such
That
composure,
yes. At that
especially
young
under
age.
under pressure. And in the round 2, when the quiz mistress had to deduct some marks from the round 1 score and all,
He
and
was
afterwards, and I think he has been tested from. They've been tested from the prelims in the first contest against Asin State. Asin State actually matched them in the first 3 rounds. In the first 3 rounds, Asin State actually matched them, especially the speed race.
Yes.
But they were so
Going into the round 4, it was 19, 19, 19.
yes.
All 3 schools.
But even after getting zeros, I think they all had
Zeros in the problem of the day.
Yes, but in the true or false, and you could see the guy they have content. He just doesn't give the answer. You see, after consulting Alex,
Content is relative.
Content.
Content is relative.
after consulting Alex, see that they have actually thought about the question and pay their understanding. They give the answer. They are not really bothered. Going to semi-finals, they are meeting PRESEC and Kumasi High School. They are not really bothered. They are not scared. I don't think they are scared.
They will be bothered.
Of meeting
Bothered.
PRESEC
They will be bothered. They will be bothered.
or Kumasi High School.
They will be bothered.
Because for St. James, what they think about most is just getting my questions questions correct,
Right, yeah.
get them right in the speed race. The ones that I know, I'll try and pick them like 3 points. I won't answer a lot of questions to attract a lot of negatives. And problem of the day can be in one's game. The true or false, I think we are very good at the true or false. So, but it can go any way in any contest, depending on the contest. And the riddles from the prelims to the 1/8 and the quarterfinals, they've shown that they are really good at the riddles. So I think in the semifinals,
So
they
we
will do
can
well.
conclude, given how the chronology of events, we can conclude that they used composure to sail through.
Yes.
Okay. Doc, let's look at Kumasi High School, St. Francis Xavier, Bishop Herman College.
So you hear the boys screaming,
Bieku.
the Lord of High School will take us to a Excelsior. That's how they scream. The Lord of High School will take us to a Excelsior. And the 2 contestants, I think they've been doing the quiz for a very long time. The very first time I saw high school was the same 2 boys throughout their trial contest.
So the bonding is there.
Yes, and they understand each other. And it's very important for 2 people from different backgrounds when it comes to competitions. But it won't always work when there's pressure. So I just wish them well. Well, they are doing well, and I hope they can help us with our agenda.
Okay. I have a comment coming from Twitter. Kofi Davis says that Carnation is a place of business. And Samuel Hammond is also saying that PRESEC is willing this period. Do you agree with them?
We live to see.
We live to see. Okay, take us into Kumasi High School, St. Francis Xavier, Bishop Herman Otunfo.
Yeah, that contest was also a very interesting contest, and I'll say kudos to Kumasi High for making it to the semi-finals, straight from I think the regionals. Yeah, I'm not a Kumasi boy, so I can't talk for their trials. Straight from the regionals, I think they've given us a very good show. They've showed us what they can do and that they are very good. So I didn't really expect less from them. I said they did very well and they did what they could do. And I said they took their chances very well. Yeah, so kudos to them.
How do you feel for Osei Trichie? You know.
Oh, actually, it happens. At this point in the contest, one, you need experience. You need experience. So, Prempeh College winning was one experience. And the kind of people who talk to you before and after every contest really matters. How you review what happened in the previous contest also matters. Because I know tonight, Presbyterian boys will revisit their mistakes.
Their mistakes. Did they make any mistake though?
They made
Really?
mistakes, yes.
All right.
And the two will testify. They made mistakes. Hadn't been for some mistakes, they would have hit 75.
70 plus, yeah.
Yes. So review of some mistakes and how contestants should approach every contest is very important, because how you did with a school coming with 18 points and 21 will be different from approaching someone with 64 and 60. So it's very important.
Okay. Stephen, let's go into the Accra game. The game that has changed the mood for me.
Agenda cast.
Agenda ways.
Agenda, they not agenda. Okay, Accra from Jones Minor Seminary and the PRESEC legal. Let's go.
Did you say that Cracker boys are informed too?
Yes, please. They are
Both of them are
informed.
informed
All of
too.
them, yeah, most of them.
Oh, okay. The reason why I am very disappointed in Accra is that they were here watching the Prempeh contest, and I was sitting with them. They were not able to solve a lot of questions.
Oh.
Yes, they were actually struggling. They had this app, so they would take a picture of the question, and the app will bring the solution. They were really struggling with most of the questions at the 1-8.
You're seeing this on TV.
Oh, yes, at the 1-8. But, so I was expecting, that's why in the review I said Region P would beat Accra, because I had seen them struggle with 1/8 questions. And going to the contest, they won with 60 points, with over 20 points gap difference. I said, oh, maybe these guys are good. These guys are good, because though it's the 1/8, it's not easy to get 60 points. And so coming to this contest, I knew that PRESEC, Legon were the obvious winners, but there's going to be more of a challenge. I didn't really factor PJ because.
Let's make bold predictions into tomorrow's game. We have St. Augustine's College, Osei Tutu SHS, and Ghana National College.
Over here, people will be saying obviously St. Augustine's College, but I think Osei Tutu might
pull a surprise.
Yeah, because of their previous contest, they came up with a very high score and they did very well. But because of agenda, I'll go for Osei Tutu.
Okay, Doug, Assin State College, Swedro SHS, and Adisco. Agenda.
The zebra is a party. It's a zebra show.
It's a zebra show.
It's a zebra show.
Opokuwari School, Adventist SHS, and Keta.
Let them answer.
Would you still be feeling like this by this time tomorrow, or you'd be happy? You'd be
let them
smiling?
answer. Let them predict.
Dog, he's left it for you.
No, I think Opokuwari, they are yet to be tested. That's what I can say. The last time they win convincingly and very good scores there. The boys are very composed. True or false, God once again is in, picking first clue riddles. But I say they are yet to be tested. They are very good and they would win. They would win.
Okay, you
could have said that.
you dodged Opokuwari, so let me ask you: Assin State College, Swedro SHS, and Adisadel College.
Adisadel. Adisadel will win.
Adisadel will win. Take us.
I'm tempted to say that.
What kind of agenda did you have against PRESEC that you are so down?
Oh, I'm not down. I'm just disappointed in Accra. But I just got to know they are informed too, so it's fine.
The oppressor is oppressing some people.
you can't bring Form 2 guys up against Form 3 well-bred PRESEC Legon contestants. So for that one. But for the Adisador contest, I think State has had a very poor run at the true or false and at the riddles, like in this year's competition. Yeah, round 1 and round 2, very solid. But the problem of the day from the problem of the day to the true or false and the riddles is very poor. Swejo won the contest, but they are very slow. They are slow, but accurate. Accurate. They are very slow, but accurate. And coming up against Adisador College, zonal champions at the central region, you can't afford to be slow, especially at the speed race. Adisador will win. Right now, I can't say they are going to get like pursued or competition from the other schools. Straight win for Adisador.
Okay. Otumfo, let's go into the Opokuwari game. Just final predictions. Okay. Opokuwari, Keta, and Adventist.
I'll go for Opokuwari. Opokuwari this year have been
I've
given a very good show. But
you don't want to do any agenda.
Oh, this one. But I say they should be careful because Keta might pull a surprise. You never know. And once again, it's a game. There will definitely be a winner and there will definitely be a loser. Just that you don't know who that is until the end of the game. So yeah, I'll say they should be very careful. Keta might definitely pull a surprise.
Okay, Don't give us your final words.
It seems they're all ignoring Bantama SD.
I think
that's what I was about talking.
Because Bantama SD has been very
On
good
the
this
show.
year. Very, very good. They've been consistent for a very long time, but they meet Prempe at the 1/8, and obviously you have to come home. If you meet Prempe at the 1/8, you have to come
That's
home.
a bold prediction.
Because Prempe is not going to the prelims.
Okay.
I can't say ever, but Prempe is not going to the prelims in this competition. So from 2019, most of the time they meet Prempe or a very good school and they are kicked out, but they do very well. But this year, they've been able to get to the quarterfinals. They might want more, but
more.
I think they want more, but unfortunately, you see.
Your final words, though.
So in the quiz, there's always a fear factor. I call it the fear of the Lord. It's there when you meet Presby boys, when you meet Adisador College, when you meet Prempe College, Opokuwari School, St. Augustine's College. It's there. The crowd make noise. They cheer their contestants on. Even when they are losing, contestants feel jittery. And I urge the other schools to be calm.
Sure.
When they are calm, I think we have a nice show to watch. But if not, there's still Augustine's at this other Opokuwari semi-finals.
Okay. At this time, I would want to thank you for coming on the show. There's all time would permit us. Viewers, let me remind you that the 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz is brought to you by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank and supported by Joy News, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Airtel Tigo, GNPC, Dano Milk, Newmont Ghana, Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine, Zipline, Studio HD, and YFM. And this is a primetime production. Let us say